Hi, Susie Phillips here. And lately I've had a lot of people asking me questions like, how can I make $100 online? Or how can I make $500? Or how can I make $1,000? I even had the question, how can I make $1 million? So I decided to answer them all by making this video. And I'll probably get a lot of gurus and experts really mad at me for showing this to you, but it's about time somebody did. Okay, so I'll take the biggest question because answering it will answer all the others. How can I make $1 million? Well, first we need to answer, is it even possible to make $1 million in 12 months online? And the answer is actually yes and no. It depends. Here are the facts. To realistically make $1 million in a year, you need to start by looking at your end goal, which in this case is $1 million. And if you're selling a $100 product, you can take out your calculator, enter $1 million, divide it by $100, and you get $10,000. So that means you have to sell 10,000 products at $100 a pop, and then you'll make your $1 million. So you see, it is possible, but here's where the no part of the answer comes in. You're probably not going to make $1 million that way because you're probably not going to stick around long enough with that $100 product to sell 10,000 of them. Right? Now, do you really think that that's likely going to happen? Probably not. But here's the good news. There is a reasonable yes in the answer to the can I make $1 million in 12 months question. And the really good news is you don't have to sell 10,000 products to do it. Nope, not when you see what I'm about to do for you. And more on that in just a couple of minutes. But here's the thing, and this is what will make all of the experts and the gurus really mad at me for telling you this. The gurus all over the place are selling their how-to courses, software and stuff, to people knowing that 80% of their customers will do absolutely nothing with their stuff. That's right. Statistics show that a full 80% will fail with their how-to info product because they'll never hit the start button. And what's worse, those gurus think that there's no problem with that huge failure rate. They think that such a huge failure rate on their products is normal and that it's not their problem or their fault. And I'm just sitting here scratching my head going, oh really? Mr. Guru, I think it is your fault and your problem after all. I don't know about you, but doesn't a little voice inside of you tell you that there is something wrong with that? Well, shouldn't those gurus be haunted by that voice for ripping off like 80% of their customers? Meanwhile, I'm sitting here thinking about that gigantic 80% of the pie. And to all of those complacent gurus satisfied by only offering value to a measly 20%, while ripping off a huge 80% of their customers, I have just one thing to say to them. As of today, I'm raising the bar. Now take that. After all, that's what a business leader does. That's what the Googles and the Facebooks of the world do. They raise the bar. So I say, why not become someone great? We've all seen it in movies and read it in books. Legends of heroism, bravery like Merlin, Arthur, the Dark Knight, the Karate Kid, and so on. Stories of the poor and the downtrodden who have a chance to train as an apprentice alongside the great master craftsman to do something huge in their lives. And what's really great? This stuff doesn't just happen in fantasy. It's happening in real life right now, all around you. Certain governments recognize apprenticeships as one of the fastest ways to improve their economy. They aim to empower people with trade learning programs. They help small businesses by subsidizing the cost of paying apprentices, contributing to the formal education, and they give many other incentives for tradesmen to hire trainees and empower them. In history, too, many very valuable trades were taught that way. Before universities and educational institutions existed, a scholar would take on a student who would be unobtrusive and helpful, who'd learn from observing, and as they got better and better, they would start doing their own projects and have the wisdom and the guidance of their mentor to help them. I like that idea, and I've always liked that idea. It's going on all around us right now. In fact, in a big way, apprenticeships is how people are being turned into rock stars overnight in the industry, right now. Yes, right now. Often, all it takes is to be in the presence of the right person. And here's the thing. If I really wanted to show someone how to make $1 million, I would have to do it with them because that's what has been proven to work. I'd take on apprentices where they'd work right alongside me, learning my trade secrets, learning the way I do things every day so that when they launched out, they'd have my skills to duplicate success on their own. So why don't you see more people doing this in the online world? Anyway, that's exactly what I've decided to do. And this concept will really help people to learn online business building principles from A to Z. My way, though. Still wondering why all those how-to courses fail to how-to? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? And that's why I'm going to change that. Watch and see how many business leaders start to follow my lead by finally raising the bar as well. I'm about to change the entire game. So let me break this down for you right now. And let me just show you what we're going to be doing. You're going to get to be my apprentice. That's right. And together, I'll show you exactly how to build your business online from scratch, the way I do things. I'll give you everything from deciding if a product is profitable, setting up your site, getting leads, building lists, running autoresponders, getting tons of targeted traffic, getting on that first page of Google for any keyword that you want for free, how to make and use web videos and why you should use them in the first place, and so much more. We'll make $1 million to put in each of our bank accounts in 12 months by working and doing things my way. You've got to do it the way I teach you, though. And it's not hard, but as an apprentice, you will be pushing the start button. You'll get to come work with me, right beside me, and I'll teach you my tricks of the trade, using the same tools that I use and the same tactics and methods that I use. And I'll teach you how to do it all. That way, you'll get to see what I do, how I do it, and all of that. Plus, this is an opportunity for you to actually get paid and earn money while you're learning from me. You're going to learn it all. How to get a website on the top of Google for free, how to get tons of traffic, build gigantic responsive lists, all about websites, autoresponders, product creation videos, and I'll even teach you my super easy trade secret that the first time that I used it, I totally flopped. I flubbed up so many things and I made so many mistakes. And I still managed to rake in $2,000 in my PayPal account in less than 1 week for just 2 hours of work. Another time I made over $5,000 in about 24 hours. And more recently, I used this to rake in over $12,000 in just 3 days. It always works. So you're going to learn every single thing that you need to learn. And you'll be learning it all from the inside of my business, my really cool apprentice lab. So you'll be able to earn money while you learn from me. And when you're done, you'll be able to open your own cash pulling business. You see, here's the really big no-brainer that gurus always miss. I've learned that when I transform my students into one of their own best assets, they become one of my greatest assets as well. Not only will they make money for themselves, but for me too. So whatever you lack, I'll train you on it. So you are a long-term asset to me and to yourself. So I ask you, why are the gurus not interested in training an asset for themselves? Why don't they care about that 80%? Why can't they see that 80% is a huge asset? It's a no-brainer, I tell you. So anyway, back to how to make $1 million in 12 months. Instead of selling 10,000 products, together what we only need to do to make $1 million in 12 months is to simply just pick up 5 new subscribers a day. Now that's more like it, don't you think? So that's pretty slick. Now, is it hard to get new subscribers a day? Absolutely not. And that's because we're using the tools and the methods that I use in my own business that make it easy to get tons of traffic to websites and lots of subscribers. I'll teach you traffic methods that work, how to bring traffic to your site, and everything. I'll be teaching you all of that through weekly training and apprentice projects that you'll be involved in, okay? You're going to learn all kinds of stuff, and it is a lot of stuff. Okay, so here's the deal. I have a few spots in my $1 million apprenticeship program, and what's left is going to go really fast, I can guarantee that. So if you're interested in working with me, learning from me, and earning $1 million while you learn, just click the link, and I look forward to working together with you, and I'll see you in the apprentice training area in just a couple of minutes.